What's up, beautiful people? Thank you so much for joining my channel, The Balanle Babe. As you know, Balanle means finds wealth at home, and that's exactly what we're about here on this channel. We are all about budgeting and saving via our new cash envelope systems. So if you're new here, welcome. My name is Rita. If you're returning, thanks so much for coming back, and let's get right into it. All right, guys, so first and foremost, I apologize that this video is a late upload. I know we're already rounding out the first week in April, but I've had a crazy start to the month and I've been very busy. So again, my apologies. Also, the second thing I want to mention is that our setup is slightly different today, and a slightly different angle. My husband is having a little bit too much fun downstairs watching the game, and so I came upstairs in our bedroom. No biggie, but I just wanted to let you guys know why things look a little bit different, because again, we're up here in my bedroom, which honestly is much quieter because my house is 3 stories, and so our bedroom is on the 3rd story loft. And it's extremely quiet up here, and I probably should have been recording up here all along. But anyway, this video today is going to be, one, checking out our March Madness envelope and allocating the funds into one of our sinking funds here. Second, we have some cashing out to do. So typically when I use any money from my sinking funds, I've really been good at grabbing that money like before I go to the store or whatever to spend it. But for whatever reason, like I said, it's been a crazy month. I did a lot of swiping. So I did a lot of paying for things either on my credit card or paying for things with my debit card using my cash reserve that I keep in there. That's completely okay as long as we make sure that we pull out those funds and get that stuff paid off. So for those of you who don't know what March Madness is, it has ended at this point. It was for the entire month of March, but it was basically just an additional way to try to save some money. I think everybody did it a little differently here on YouTube. There were several people who, actually played like a March Madness, like basketball game. There were some people who were rolling dice. I saw an egg hunt one, like just all different types of things. Really cool. I really wasn't that creative. So for me, just any leftover money from my cash envelopes got stuffed in here, as well as any money that I was able to or comfortable pulling from my reserve. So let's go ahead and count it. So for our March Madness envelope, we were able to save 20, 40, 60, 80, 90. So $90, just short of 100, but that's okay. I know exactly where I would like to allocate this money. So we are going to come over here into our low priority or short-term sinking fund binder. And I don't have to do much flipping, guys, because this money is going right into my travel envelope. So if you're new here, this travel envelope is really allocated towards a trip that my family is taking to Africa in August. And I'm not saving significantly for this because some expenses are already taken care of. But one of the things that I do need to save for is spending money, as well as I need to save for myself and my 3 children to get visas and also yellow fever shots. So this $90 is going to go right in this envelope, and I'm not going to count this just yet because we're going to do that when we get to counting our sinking funds. All right. So that's been taken care of. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to jump right into reconciling our card. I'm going to go ahead and take a sip of my wine. Much needed. I call this mommy recovery fuel. And I'll tell you guys why as we pull out some money from these envelopes here, what that's about. So let me actually flip over to my little cheat sheet where I wrote down what I need to take out. Also, you guys might be able to see here, I don't know if you guys can actually see it in this angle, but this is my safe where I keep my sinking fund binders. I keep it up in my room, and it's a Honeywell. I'm not sure if it has like a style or something of that sort, but I will link it in the description box, but I really like it. I've had it for a few years. You can just use the keypad and set a password. And then behind this little thing, my nails aren't going to let me get it off, but there's also a key that you can use. So in case the batteries die on this and you can't get into it, then you also have a backup key. It's kind of small, but it does the job for me. So just wanted to point that out in case you guys were wondering what this was over here. Okay, so girls trip. So as you guys know, if you've been watching, aside from my trip in August, I also have a girls trip that I'm going to be going on in June, which is coming up very quickly. And this $215 actually was for my share of the Airbnb. So there's 10 of us, so you can times that by 10 plus taxes, all that great stuff. But we should have exactly 215 in here. So 100, 200, 210, 215. So we are going to pull all of that out and set it right up there. And that one is good to go. Okay. So then beauty, I completely depleted beauty. I need to pull $10 out here. And this was for, I actually don't remember. I just know that it was for something I purchased at Rite Aid. But you know, throughout the month, we've been draining our beauty and self-care envelope, which is completely fine. I have not been spending much on myself, but I got my hair done, got my nails done, bought some self-care stuff. You know, I deserve it. All right, social outings, we are also depleting. We got to bulk these back up, guys. So we got to pull out $20 here. This is for me and my husband went to lunch at one of our favorite Thai spots, and we just grabbed 2 rice bowls after we came from the gym. So social outing, yeah, now we're depleted. So I guess I won't be going anywhere. Or we just got to bulk that back up. All right, treat yourself. So $50 needs to come out of treat yourself or my spending envelope here. And this $50 is actually for a yacht deposit for the girls trip. So as we know, there's no more money left in my girls trip envelope. So I had to then come over here to my treat yourself envelope and pull out that $50 that I put towards that yacht trip, or yacht day rather. So we'll count the rest of this later. Holiday, happy Easter everyone. We're actually past Easter now, but I have to put together some Easter baskets for the kiddos, and so that is where this $50 needs to come out of. My kids really enjoyed Easter. I asked my 4-year-old, I said, what do you enjoy more, Easter, Halloween, or Christmas? And he was like, the bunny. I love the bunny. So we had a great time on Easter. All right. And pets, I need to pull $10 out of pets because I went and grabbed some cat litter. So this is also depleted. But then again, you know, this binder right here, this is my low priority or low, what do I want to call it? Like low turnaround. Like these are the ones that like I will actually pull out of pretty often. They're like the revolving ones, where these ones are more like my saving envelope. So I don't really go in these that often. Okay, now here's the surprise. So $10 out of medical and $40 out of joint. So we ended the month of March with a bang, literally. My middle son, my 8-year-old, I get a call from his school. He just went back to virtual school. He's only been there 3 times. This was his 3rd day back in person since they've gone back. I get a call from the school that said he had a spill on the playground and they think his ankle is sprained. So I went and I picked him up and took him to urgent care. Luckily, my urgent care copay is only $20 because I work for a hospital, if you didn't know, and so I have the hospital's insurance. It's really good. And outside of that, we had to buy some medicine, some ace bandage stuff, some extra stuff. So he had a pretty significant sprain. So I actually just started this medical dental envelope in hopes that I would use it for copays, but we needed to pull this out of here. Obviously, I only had $10 in here. That's not enough to cover it. So that is why we then went over to our joint account. So me and my husband's short-term joint savings account, and we need to take $40 out of here. And because we don't have $40, I'm going to take $50 and put this $10 back in here. All right, so get that back in there. All right, so the full amount that we are putting back on our card is, oh, let's see. Okay. All right, so back to our card is 100, 200, 250, 300, 350, 370, 380, 390, $405. So $405 is going back to our credit card or our debit card. And I actually, you know, have that allocated where the money needs to go. So, okay. Hey beautiful people, thank you so much for watching my video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. You can also hit that post notification bell to never miss a video on my channel. I'll see you in the next one.